Yeah, so it seems that we are live now. Welcome to everyone, and
Hi guys.
Hello.
So cool to have you all here. And as you can see, today we are very have unusual appearance. So we are very anonymous today, but still, I am still Nelli, and we still have here Stanislav, CTO at Scaleswap, and we have hi Stan, by the way.
Hi guys. Hi Nelly. Hi my
Hello everyone.
And we have very secret project today, and the founder, the CEO Justin, who is the CEO at Anomus protocol. Hi Justin.
Hello.
Guys in the live chat, please leave your questions and we will come back to them, to your questions after our initial discussion. And I think it would be right if at the beginning we let Justin to introduce Anonymous project, so the media platform that aims to forever fight and stop fake news, right?
Yes, so this is our goal, to fight the corruption and manipulation in news media. And as I think every person in the world sees the fake news and gets interacted with them, we believe that it is wrong to have media that can be bought, and basically the corporations themselves are owning the media because it is 1 billion worth of the business. And we want to provide a platform where anyone can post their news, their articles, and become a publishers. But on top of that, as it can bring more fake news into the modern world, and that is bad. So on top of that, we got the fact checking. So basically, we want to provide the platform, the protocol. We call it the protocol because the protocol can be improved by the community, and this is our aim. So basically, we want to provide a protocol that can be used by everyone and any publisher. But every publisher that uses Anomus protocol to spread the word, about something, spread the news, must be ready to be fact checked, because we will incentivize every person that uses the protocol to fact check all the information received into the protocol, because we believe that there are many news that we do not hear about. So that's why we are aiming for general availability for everyone, and anyone will be able to post the news into the protocol. And yet, when we got a lot of people posting it, it is hard to, let's say, keep track of what news are right or wrong. And here comes the community opinion, because take, for example, if everyone believes in one way, it must be correct information. It sometimes won't be. We expect that, because we might get some information that is impossible to decide on, and yet we can try it through the community opinion. So the Anomus protocol will provide publishers ability to post the information, fact checkers to fact check the information and challenge the publishers or the fact checkers or the publisher themselves, or the article or the idea that he's telling everyone to fact check and challenge it. And for readers, we will provide the platform that is structured to consume the news and dig deep into the facts. And let's say the end goal of the Anomus to be self-sustained with DAO structure and basically improve itself by its own community, because the community itself must be improving the protocol that they are using. So this is our beliefs, and this is where we're aiming.
Wow, it was quite a lot of information, and I think you really, in a condensed way, basically provided also ideas or roadmap with DAO and this future. Maybe let's start, to make this bit more not condensed, but to deep dive a bit more into some topics. I had first question, because as I first saw Anomus protocol and I saw the vendetta mask, I thought, okay, it has something to do with hacking, something. so I haven't realized it's the idea, and maybe you can tell us why Anonymous. So why this mask? Is this let's say a trick for starting, or it's more inside of this?
I would say it is both. Basically, for starting it up, and because it gives the idea, and we see multiple stages of the Anomus. So first is idea. We got to spread an idea that anyone can become a publisher, and it does not require you to reveal your face for that one. After we got an idea, we got to spread the word about it. So basically, this is what we are doing now. Idea is ready, the concept is ready, the platform is in development. Now we are spreading the word about Anomus and gathering people into the Anomus. And basically, the mask itself is used because there are many issues in the world, and when people know who you are, you can be leveraged into some sites. So basically, we have got many examples, like well-known whistleblower Edward Snowden that revealed himself. At those days, it had to be done in that way, because there was no one to fact check that amount of information that he was providing. But currently, we got the tools for everyone to participate in, let's say, sorting out data. So if we look at Pandora Papers, that was revealed quite recently, just people by participating on it can fact check that information if it is correct or not. So it is easier without revealing yourself. It makes you safer. It gives you safety, and it provides you with the tools to live your life and do the job you love. So basically, if we take second example of Next that happened in Europe, when a journalist that was revealing a lot of information about the Belarus, Lukashenko, as I would say, ex-president or president, it is for community to decide what they believe, if he is true or not president of Belarus. And basically, he was taken, and that is bad. And if we can provide a protocol that can be used without revealing your face, and you can provide the information that is required for the people, and people can fact check that information and find the truth in it. So this is what required. And
Great.
This is our goal.
Very interesting. So I basically see a very good use case. And you know that so a lot of media, or basically every serious media, try now to fight fake news. Somebody try to do this with AI. Somebody also with community. I saw recent examples on Facebook, and I'm more on the community side, because I don't trust that AI solutions are ready for these things, at least for now. But sometimes you might also include AI checking, just cross-checking, because you need to ensure that the information is true, and you need to check this with different tools. So
yes. So regarding the AI itself, we got a partner advisor for us that joined us not that recently, I would say. So we will be doing the podcast with him later on, in planning to do it in 2 weeks. And basically, he is working with AI to solve the fake news. He's in this field around 12 years now, and basically working on this topic only. So we will share a lot of information, because from my perspective and my opinion, that AI can't do it. Because if the person, let's say the simple person, spreads the fake news, he has no model he uses to write those news. So basically, they are untrackable, because it's only the sentences, and you do not have any AI tool that can learn how people are talking. And basically, the fake news and true news are very familiar from the sense. And basically, if the machine learning or AI can decide it can decide the source. So basically, if the source would be same, you can train the model to check it. Let's say to get the source from which it is coming. So yeah, AI won't solve this one. So this is why we are choosing the community side, because basically, even if it is fake or not, it depends on the community. I always try to use it as simple example as possible. So I always use it. I believe, Stan, we already talked about this one earlier, about the sky. Is the sky blue or black? What is your opinion on that one?
Depends on the time of the day.
On
right?
the weather.
On the weather, yes, that is correct. But in the sunny day?
In the sunny day, I mean, blue is only the air. I'm physicist. Blue is only the air, and the sky is, of course, black. Right.
Yeah. So people are calling it blue, like blue sky, beautiful blue sky, and that is fake news. I would say that is the incorrect information. But yet if the whole community decides that sky is blue, so this is the truth.
Yes, I think it's interesting topics, a bit controversial also, because I think we had in history precedents of some cases where majority of community decided in the wrong way also, right? And this is something I believe what you really need to ensure within the protocol how to fight this one. So if everybody say the sky is yellow and the majority say this, then there should be some mechanics which anyway can provide, no, it's not yellow with a proof.
Yes. So we thought about this one because it is required not only for these cases, but basically as we are aiming into the news and we're receiving news every day and information changes. We have COVID around the globe. And basically we are just now receiving the information about COVID and how it spreads and how it should be contained. So basically we will have the engine that allows revoting on the news, on the fact themselves, because basically if the fact changes, if we receive additional information, it should be recalculated. So yes, we are looking into this too, because yeah, the fact themselves can change because the information, we always receive the new information, and many things changes in nowadays.
Justin, can you please elaborate a little bit more clearly? So AI is just a concept which will be maybe integrated later and later and later, right? But in December, you will have the first MVP without AI implemented yet.
Of course, we are not aiming to provide AI at this stage. It is for future improvements, maybe, because we are aiming to community concept. We want community to decide what is truth or not. We will be using machine learning, but machine learning will be just tagging the information. Take, for example, putting data into the groups for aggregation, for people to more easily find the facts they are looking for. So basically, if we got an article about technology, we will use machine learning models that will tag that information, that this is about technology, this is about cars, this is about space, and this is about blockchain. So for this one, we will use machine learning. But at this stage, we are not aiming to provide AI to tag if the news are fake or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and since our community in live chat is waking up with all the questions right now, they are also asking, who are your closest competitors? And I think I'm also very curious to learn about this.
Yes, so regarding the closest competitors, I would say we are very unique with our approach, but yet our competitors, we are marking medium-like platforms. So basically the medium, we got for our competition, the like CNN, the mainstream media. and because we are aiming to board journalists into the platform that would be using us as the first tool. Also, while looking at other platforms, we got Reddit, we got Steemit. Basically, this is our competitors too, because what they do provide quite a good platform for people to communicate about the topic itself. Take, for example, Reddit. It is quite good at that. It has good, strong community, and yet they do not have structure. And structure is required when you are digging into the facts, because basically, if you have 1,000 comments and 1,000 opinions on that, it is very hard to see which one is receiving more attention than other. So that's why we got the structure that will allow that.
So, and maybe on this point, let's deep dive a bit into the product itself, because I think it's very interesting for everybody to understand how you would want to solve this problem of community voting. What is the mechanics? So I know that the product is to be released very soon in the MVP version, and looking forward. But maybe you can also reveal now how we can imagine this product.
Yeah, and this is also the question in the live chat about practical use of Anomus platform. So please describe us that we have this feeling, how we will able to use it.
Yes, so basically at Anomus platform, we will have 3 types of users. So the first type of user would be publishers, the people that are publishing information and want to earn money through it. So basically the Anomus tokens. There will be multiple incentives, but maybe let's talk about them later. Second type of users would be the fact checkers, the people that is challenging others, staking money for their opinions and voting if it is true or not. And third type would be just a simple user that reads the news and consumes them. So most basic one, you don't even need to be registered. So regarding the product, after the publisher publishes an article, we got an article in our platform. That article will be divided can be divided into multiple articles. So take, for example, we got an article that says something, it can be voted on. So basically people can participate and vote if it is true or not. But yet it is not enough to decide, because as always, devil is in the details. And basically we can have an article that is in its essence correct, but the facts in it are wrong. So for this one, we got our challenging. So basically while reading through the article, you would be able to mark any paragraph, sentence, or let's say multiple paragraph source, or let's say the publisher themselves, and challenge it. By challenging in Anomus protocol, there would be created another article, let's say sub-article of the main one. And basically the challenger, the person who challenged that opinion, because take, for example, if we have a paragraph that says something, it has a sentence, it has some meaning, let's say that that sky is black, and he decides to challenge it. So he by using his title of his challenge, he would correct that information. Take, for example, sky is blue, and provides as many he must provide as many facts as possible, because by challenging he would be staking money on his opinion. So by challenging, he should provide as many facts as possible, because other people will be reading that challenge and deciding from that challenge if he is correct or not. So basically in this case, we got an article and we got sub-article that is challenge. And in that sub-challenge, we can have sub-challenges too. So basically while reading that person opinion that he says the sky is blue, and basically uses wrong facts or wrong sources. So any challenger, fact checker will be able to challenge that opinion. And basically what we get in the result, we got information tree. So basically the big tree of information, every article, every challenge and article can be voted on. And by concluding those challenges, we receive them as facts. So basically the community decision that is marked as fact, true or false, and put it up into the database in Anomus itself, into our fact section. And basically through this type of system, we get, in the end result, we get a Wikipedia that is community confirmed. So basically we got a lot of facts that are confirmed or declined by the community, and we see what community thinks and what is community decision, voice of the people.
Wow, that's interesting. I would really love to see this platform, and I don't. So I have immediately Wikipedia in my mind. Also, as you described the structure, especially this tree structure, but it's more than Wikipedia, because you implement this, let's say, token mechanics and intensivations.
Yeah,
what is not the case at Wikipedia. And once you have or gain some facts, you can use, or one can use the platform as source of truth, right? In the long-term vision. So
yes, basically in the long term, what we are aiming to provide the publishers themselves. So basically, if you are digging deeper into some topic and you require some information, you would come into the Anomus facts section, and you can search for that information. So take, for example, about Russia, about Germany, about UK, about Brexit itself. And basically, if we have fact-checked information that is confirmed or declined, you can just take it from the facts and use it in your new article. And basically, you would, with all of it, the facts, you would receive a snippet that it is confirmed or declined by the Anomus community.
And who is the target audience for this product?
For this product is the truth seekers, the people that want to know the truth, and basically the people that are looking for the truth, the people that want to receive the news that are not bought by the corporations, I would say. Just a simple person that wants to receive the information that is unchecked by the owned companies, but written by the people. And that's why the Anomus will have DAO structure to be trusted, because in the later stages, we want to give everything to community to be able to decide on the fees, to see all the transactions that are happening in the Anomus, and to be able to participate on every process that appears on the Anomus. So say, for example, as we will be boarding the companies to advertise in the Anomus, so basically the community will decide how much fees the Anomus will take. Those fees will go to Anomus Foundation that will be used for the development, and basically everyone can participate on that one.
Yeah, so it's a Wikipedia, new kind of Wikipedia, as I can imagine this. And maybe you can explain a bit more about the token mechanics and about the token utility, and where the blockchain is coming here into the game.
Yes, so basically the blockchain itself will be used throughout the platform. Our goal is to be fully decentralized. So once we are ready, at this MVP version, we will have most of the platform centralized, because we need to test out fact checking and all the processes. So it will be partially centralized. Once we confirm that this logic works correctly, we will be moving it into the smart contract. So basically the whole backend would move into Web 3.0 technologies, the smart contracts. Also, we will be using the RV blockchain that will be hosting all the web pages, because basically it allows the permaweb that none of the articles can be changed or removed in the future. So this is regarding the blockchain. And while heading to the tokenomics, not tokenomics, token use case, token utility. So basically, as we have multiple type of users, so the first would be publishers. So publishers will be able to in Anomus token while doing the good job writing. So basically there will be multiple type of incentivization. So publishers will be able to receive donations from the community. So basically anyone from the community can donate tokens to the publisher if he's writing the good content, because good content must be rewarded. Second would be for the publishers to sell their content. Take, for example, me, I'm writing 10 articles per month. 5 of them are free and 5 of them are, let's say, premium based. So for the amount of the fee that can be paid by the readers. So this is the second incentivization. The third one would be for bonuses for writing the truth. So basically, if I post an article and people vote on it that it is truth, so basically I would receive a bonus for that one. And the fourth one would be the ad placement. So basically the publishers themselves will be able to decide if they want ads to be added into the articles. And if they place an article ad into the article, when then the advertisement is clicked, they will be receiving the funds, and Anomus will take just a small fee into Anomus Foundation. So this is the use case for the publishers. For the users, they will be able to donate the tokens, of course, purchase the content. We will have a wide gamification process because we will need to board many people that are not familiar with the blockchain itself, with the crypto. So for this one, we will use gamification processes just to encourage people to do the first donation, to buy the content. We will be giving out achievements. Those achievements will be monetized for people to receive some tokens, and basically they will be encouraged to spend it in the platform to keep the circle going. So this one for the users. And the fact checkers, so basically they will be able to challenge everyone. Challenges will be in the money. So basically what we want to bring in, because the comment section is always messy. Everyone likes to comment, and this would create a mess, because if it is just a click of the button for the people, if it is true or false, most of the people don't even read the article itself and just click true or false, and basically just to leverage something. And basically for that one, we are bringing in the money. So the fact checking will be done by staking your tokens. So these stake tokens will go to the pool. Upon the conclusion, the winning side will be decided, and the winning side will take losing side money and basically share it amongst the winners.
So basically it's a kind of gamification for the serious process, and everybody should take this very serious, right? Because nobody wants to lose token or money.
Yes. So basically, if you let's say it's a different, what is your belief on something, and I bet you $20. I place my $20 that this is true or false, and it makes you think twice before putting your money on something, on some opinion. So basically, we do not want to have only opinions. We want to have fact-based opinions.
But we have very good question from community. Serkan is asking, there are already lots of platforms which are capable to make fact checks for social media platforms. Does it make sense to assume something is true if it was voted by the community? Is there something true if it was approved by majority of people at Anomus? I don't think so. It is open to manipulation. I just read, it's a quote. So what will your answer to Serkan?
Yeah, it is a quite long question, I would say. Basically, the community opinions always matter, because there are many companies that is doing fact checking. And take, for example, if Russian government would, let's say, fund the fact checking company, what fact would be from there? And this is the main question, because once once the money is added into the equation, it is always hard to decide. And those fact-checking companies should be very open. And as far as I checked, yes, there are non-profit organizations that are trying to do fact-checking, and yet they do not post what salaries people are getting. They do not post information about how the fact-checking is done. It is only decided and written on. And take, for example, there are many news outlets, BBC, CNN, that are fact-checking themselves. And basically, what do you get when you fact-check yourself? Would you change your opinion after doing fact-checking by yourself? Your opinion, it won't change, because you are looking from same perspective, and the different perspective is needed. And there are risks in anonymous processes, of course. If we would gather up only left-sided people or right-sided people, we would get, let's say, the same opinion on most of the topics. And yet this is our goal, to gather up both all kind of communities, for them to fight on their beliefs. And while fighting on those beliefs, we can get to the truth. Because if I'm living in one circle, I will always see that one circle only. And you need to look outside of the box in some cases. So this is our goal, just to gather up the community that has different perspectives and different opinions, and to fight. And basically, not to fight is too harsh, I would say, to communicate on their beliefs, provide the facts that they believe in, and vote using money, because that will remove some manipulation. So this is not done at this stage, and we believe it is required for our society to prosper.
I mean, you raised the topic of community. I believe that for Anomus, the most important part of your success will be this community, because you need to reach a critical mass of the community in order that the mechanics is working. Do you have some special plans how you onboard the community, how you reach them? Of course, clear we do this interview, but maybe something else.
Yeah, so basically, as we are in we got multiple processes running. Currently, we got a platform in development. It is a bit harder to board the whole community that we would like without the platform. So we are aiming to finish it up and basically release the platform, and then we will start boarding even more community. To grow our community as fast as possible, we are targeting publishers that do have their own communities already. We got people in our team that is not 24/7, but like 20 hours per 7 days per week, communicating with publishers. The publishers that has their own communities already, and basically using Medium, using Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, or other platforms, and writing in articles. So basically the freelance journalist that is working in the sector, and we are pitching about the Anomus and the idea. I'm happy to see that we receive a lot of attention from them. And basically we are boarding these people to be ready to post on the Anomus when it is going live. So basically we expect them to bring their own communities. And basically if we get one person that will bring, let's say, 20,000 of his community, other person of 20 that would bring 20,000, those communities can collide. And basically we are aiming into many type of the publishers, and we are unbiased in this. Generally, I think that every opinion from the people matter, and it does not matter if I agree with it, if I don't agree with it. I always stay unbiased and basically allow. I want everyone to join the Anomus and basically bring that fight of the opinions that would be done in structured way. So basically, this is our goal to raise our community initially. And basically afterwards, we are aiming to use the influencers that can spread the word, that can have even bigger communities, but not right at take, for example, like Joe Rogan. It has a huge community. He does not write, but basically once the platform is ready and we got our smaller community, initial community that can support that one, we would be going through these type of influences to spread the word about Anomus even further.
It's the right approach, I believe. So you have the plan prepared, right?
Yes,
Step by step, how you get exposure. Yeah.
And
yes, it's
yeah, sorry, please continue.
yeah, it's always, it's quite difficult to grow the communities because there are many unknowns in the road of this one. And we think that we got the best proposal for the publishers. We got incentives right, because we take we take some fees, but they are much lower than in other platforms. We allow everyone to arrange their incentives correctly for them to receive the money, because publishers deserve a lot. If you are writing and exposing something, you must be well compensated for that one. So basically, we are mostly targeting the publishers to look good to them, because they can bring the communities. If someone post very good article and take, for example, like Pandora Papers into Anomus, we would receive a lot of traffic into the platform.
That's true. And by the way, do you understand correctly that because you design Anomus protocol, that in future, or maybe at very beginning, you might kind of white label this protocol for others, so that others can use within their platforms, basically your protocol as kind of infrastructure. Is this correct?
Yes.
Or not?
Yes, we want to allow other platforms to use our fact-checking algorithm and implement it into this. Basically, yeah, we will still keep always a tag of Anomus, let's say fact-checked by Anomus, but yet everyone is welcome, because basically to post an article into the Anomus, our goal is for user to be able just to mint that mint NFT, and it will appear on Anomus. Upon the action of minting, our Oracle would initiate compilation of the article into PermaWeb. That PermaWeb would be placed into Avi blockchain, and it would be available forever and ever. And basically, it does not require for you to even run the Anomus. You can do it from anywhere anywhere from the world, and basically without even logging into the Anomus, if you want to push some news as quick as possible.
And why have you chosen this blockchain to save the article? So why not IPFS, for example? Or
because they got better use cases, and basically they are newer, but they got better approach from my CTO perspective.
Speaking about CTO and the team, can you reveal how big is the team working behind the scenes on the?
Yeah, so basically the core team is of 12 people.
Oh, nice.
And how many developers are among them?
Developers, without outsourced development, we got 4 developers.
Okay, 4 developers, and other guys are building content, biz dev, marketing.
Mostly, you know how IDO is. It is a lot of on marketing, a lot of on partnerships. We got 2 people that are working on publishers themselves, because it is quite hard and quite big job to do to board the publishers. So we got 2 people on there. So basically marketing, business development, then basically development itself. And currently we are increasing amount of development on our side, and widening up our resources to be able to do more in less time, and basically deliver as highest quality as possible.
And all your team and advisors will be anonymous, or someone will disclose the name and the face?
Currently, regarding the team and advisors, current advisors tend to stay anonymous also. And there are many reasons for that. Basically, we got some politicians that are advising us. So basically, just because of politician title, they cannot reveal themselves. Regarding our team, we want our team to be unbiased. So basically, no one from the community or anywhere can put any tag for us. Let's say we are far right or far left looking people, or let's say we are pro for that topic, against that topic. So basically, this is way easier without revealing ourselves.
Understand. Yeah. So there is some question, right, from the community, Nelly? Maybe.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah.
And even suggestions. So, for example, the guy Max Nevmerishsky from Ukraine, he is suggesting or asking about the following model. So why don't you make a separate category in the system for token holders, for the crypto user, for example? And Max writes in particular example that Anomus can make a news category for token holders of the particular crypto company. And then all those publishers who will write the articles about this company, if it is a positive article and if the people want to vote that the company is really good and the information is true, then they have to hold the tokens of this particular company on their wallets. I will forward you Max's suggestions, but just maybe asking you very, very briefly, what do you think about different categories of news on your platform, and a little bit different approach towards different news delivery, for example, politician, crypto news, etc.
Yes, we will have many categories. Then basically, currently, to get the wide adoption of the product, we need to be able to adjust ourselves. So basically, at this stage, we are talking with multiple launchpads also for them to use Anomus instead of Medium for posting their articles about the projects, let's say upcoming the project updates. We are talking with many IDOs to post their updates into Anomus, and basically it would help us to get to global usability sooner. So yes, we are thinking about many approaches, but in same time we should and we won't let's say remove our main task, or let's say step away from our main task. And our main task is fight fake news, and basically it is a requirement of effort. If we would require, let's say 1 month of development to develop something that is not leading us to our main goal, this is not the way to go. So we receive a lot of suggestions from the community, from the investors, from the VCs that we are boarded, from our advisors. We are looking at each one of it, and as I'm working in IT sector for over 12 years now, I think, basically I always look at every task that arises from value and effort requirements. So basically I always evaluate how much effort it would require and how much value it would bring for the end goal. So yeah, and for this one we will have the DAO structure. This is the main goal of DAO, because one person in early stages, without even seeing the platform, has a suggestion on how to improve the platform. So imagine when we have a working platform and have DAO structure that can allow everyone to participate, and those suggestions would be rewarded, incentivized, and basically even development will be incentivized. So basically, if that person would be the developer, he can push the code snippet that he wants to be released, and if community decides for it to be released, it would be released and he would be rewarded.
Okay, But coming back to the proposal of
Yeah.
the Ukrainian user, I think his proposals goes in the direction of reputation building system. Haven't you thought about this one? Because I believe in addition to fake news, we have very big problem with reputational systems. You cannot trust now to Amazon reviews. You cannot trust to Google reviews. It's all a lot of things bought, a lot of things fake. Do you believe that you can use your protocol for this use case?
For the companies to be voted on?
Yes, for example, that you know, the reputational system where you write feedbacks on even on products or on startups, for example. So there is a startup and people write good feedback, but and this is what this user proposed.
It would be quite difficult because if you are giving feedback, it is your personal feedback that cannot be fact checked, and it would be very difficult task. And this is the issue that we are having with the feedback, because the people can lie, the people can provide the fake information. It is the same fake news, and yet those fake news hardly can be fact checked.
Okay, understand. I just thought about this use case because I believe that from technology wise, it could be basically used. Just to brainstorm,
yes,
right?
but it is. I should think about this one more deeply. But yet, from the first perspective, I see it with many pitfalls. Basically, you can't fact check my information. Basically, if I just write a bad comment, it is my comment, and only, let's say, my family can know if I was lying or not. And basically, how would you receive any information about that to provide good challenge for it? Understand.
By the way, very good project. What I believe you can definitely speak with is Torum. I believe you spoke about this earlier, but
yes.
Let's have it in the backlog. It's good partnership, I think. And yeah, so Nelly, do we have another questions from the community?
Oh yes, and by the way, Stan, we have questions to us, to you and me actually in the live chat. So Serkan is asking, Nelly and Stan, do you know who are you partnering with? You know who the anonymous guy is?
I mean, if I saw Justin without the mask, yes.
Okay,
so let me elaborate on that one. We are not open for the public community, yet we are open with our partners that we are partnered with. Basically, our partners know us. We passed several KYC, and basically we are fully, let's say, public with the private people, private VCs. And this mask is for the people to share. This mask will be represented as an NFT. Every community holder will be able to get this mask, this filter, and to use it for the communication or in other use cases. And basically, we are not open for the public because we do not want to be tagged, and we want to be unbiased. And if we reveal themselves, even our nationality would make us biased to something. So this is why we tend to stay anonymous.
And I want just to tell to our community that, guys, definitely we made the KYC, we made the due deal, and we know the anonym behind the mask and the company which is building all this. So yeah, here anonymity, if I use this word correctly, is for certain reasons that are connected with the business model, as founders believe. Yes. But of course, from the deal perspective, everything was done properly.
Yeah, sure, of course. So, and this is, by the way, one of our main points, as we not tired to repeat every time. So we are trying to do due diligence as far as we can. So it's a really big process behind this. But it was clear, right, about the question because because of the nature of the things. Okay, so I really curious to see the product. I've tried to imagine how this product would look like. I think about something like Wikipedia from the usability, but maybe I will be surprised that it will be something completely else.
It will be as simple as possible, as clean as possible, and gamified to walk you through the complex process without even noticing it.
Okay.
So this is our goal, for the product not to have instruction, because if the product requires instruction how to use, it is not well designed, I would say, from my perspective.
Yes.
And basically, so we are trying to build a product that is easy to use, has all the functionalities that are understandable, and that allows people to board in without even noticing it. So take, for example, you would board as a user, you would start reading a few articles. After the few articles, you just register because of curiosity. And after 1 week, you become a fact checker without even creating a wallet, because you just approved it. Let's say if you are not crypto user, and basically through the gamification, you received some tokens, and here you are posting your first opinion, staking it on your beliefs. And then you are in the process. And from that point, we need to just to keep you up, keep you in the circle, and keep you motivated to use the product. So this is our goal, to keep it simple, clean, and easy to use.
And out of curiosity, from the technology side and especially infrastructure, are you prepared for big traffic, big volumes, some cybersecurity checks? And
yes,
I can imagine that this product can be challenged.
Yes, that's true. So that's why we got the static pages. We are using technology stack of React technology. So basically, it allows us to have the static pages that can be loaded into CDN. So basically, if you would be, as we will be going to peer-to-peer network via RV blockchain. So basically, you can receive from any pair the information, the static website that is pre-compiled. And basically every part of the code will be running on your side. And basically you will just gather up the information that with time, that information will with time will be moved into the blockchain too, for you to be able to get it from the blockchain. And yes, and in the beginning we expect that it will be all right, because we got good guys in our technology part, and we are prepping it as secure as possible. And once we hit full decentralization, there is no issue in that, because it's all peer-to-peer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a couple of more questions before we finish. So first of all, right now it's ongoing whitelisting campaign for Anomus IDO on Scaleswap. And a bit later, Stan will remind you guys about the main parameters of the whitelisting. And also I will send you in the live chat the link with the description in Medium on how to do whitelisting for those who maybe forgot about it. But we already noticed that there is quite a huge interest from the community towards Anomus project. So can you please share your opinion, Justin, why it is not gaming, yeah? It is not a trading project. It is not something super hypey, I mean, from the application use case, etc. But why it is the good momentum right now for Anomus to come to the market and to go live?
Because there is many fake news, there is many fake manipulation, corruption in the world. malfunctions of the information, of the journalism. It is ruining our society, as we know. Our society can be better. Our democracy is being attacked by many manipulations that is being done. And if we can just remove, let's say, 10%, I believe that tomorrow can be better. And this is my goal, just to clean up just a small part of it, because we can feel it. We're doing it with electric cars. We're boarding it one by one just to clean our air, that the world we live in. We need to clean our heads too. And basically, if you would be able to quickly get the fact that you are looking for, find the wrong or right information, that would make you more happy, I believe, more trustful into the something, because we receive a lot of news and the fake news about the vaccines. And if the vaccines are good or bad, I do not have opinion on this one, if they are good or bad. And basically, what if we could receive the information that is more clear for the people? And if I can provide that, if the community who joins us can provide that, and would be able to earn additional money while doing so, I believe it is a beautiful goal and the beautiful future that we are looking for. Of course, you can wait for a game, but yet game is just a game. It is always better to play a real life game.
Sounds very inspiring.
Yes.
So, and Stan, at the end, can you please remind the guys who are watching us and will be watching us tonight, tomorrow, etc., the recorded version, so about whitelisting campaign?
Yeah, sure. But it's pretty clear with whitelisting. You just need to visit scaleswap.io. You need to visit the whitelisting link, which is within the page, and then to accomplish the tasks what are in the whitelisting, and then you are through. Or you need to build up your ScaleSCORE, and then you can participate in the private pool. It's up to you, of course, what you choose. But in terms of how to do so, I believe it's pretty self-explanatory. And the most important part is just to visit scaleswap.io for this.
And if you have any questions about ScaleSCORE building, guys, you can watch also our recent webinar, community talks with ScaleSwap founders, where we explained how can you build the ScaleSCORE and how to approach your rating within the system in order to get the guaranteed allocations on the private pool for the IDO. So please don't waste your time and apply both for public pool and private pool if you are if you have a ScaleSCORE, and good luck with your IDO. And Justin, great of luck to your project. I love the mission, the big vision that you have, and I hope that launching it, you can change the world and really help us to clean up the space from the fake news, propaganda, and all the other media shit that we face every day.
And,
thank you. Thank you.
Small addition from my side. I hope that we can meet in some months here, and some results can be presented also to the community. And I also liked your approach to do the step-by-step iterations. So you don't aim to clean 100% of fake news. You just want to clean a very tiny amount, then tiny amount again, and so reach the critical mass, which will allow to the better news world what we
just to improve the journalism through step-by-step process. That is the way.
Wish you very good luck on this, and everybody, just look on 26, Anomus IDO.
Yeah, 26th of November, guys. Looking forward to the IDO.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.